The Fiat Panda was originally conceived as a cheap, basic, boxy, no-frills utility vehicle, kind of like Italy's modern-day answer to the 2CV. Thing is, having 5 doors in a car with a tiny footprint and boxy upright proportions also inadvertently made it a rather brilliant city car. That's why these days the Panda's been adopted by a whole load of people performing a whole range of different jobs. And it remains one of the few city cars available in 4-wheel drive as well as 2-wheel drive. The Fiat Panda is a little car with a lot of space. Visually, it takes its styling cues from mini MPVs, though it has a lot of chunky robustness helped out from these blistered wheel arches. Plus, the daytime running headlamps and these blacked out B and C pillars that give the impression of a floating roofline all help make it look a lot more standout in the car park. The hard utilitarian lines have been rounded off too in order to broaden appeal to a more style-conscious audience. But it's ended up looking like a bit of a homage to the Squircle, with these squared circular graphics influencing everything from the front fog lamps to the rear window to even the centre caps. The dimensions may give the Panda a practical purity, but you're not exactly short of character or quality in here. Inside also adopts the Squircle theme to form the door pulls, the gauges, the instrument surrounds, even these high-set tweeters for your stereo. For a small, cheap car, the finish and attention to detail is brilliant. Just check out the plastic grain that they've used for these door cards and the dashboards. And yet it's still practical. You have this massive storage bin in the dash here, which is a bit of a nod to the original Panda. You've got a decent glove box, multiple size cup holders, as well as some extra space in the centre console born out of a redesigned handbrake. Standard equipment includes EBD, 4 airbags, alloy wheels and smart fuel, which prevents any embarrassing episodes at the pump whereby you'd fill your car up with the wrong juice. But all versions can be specced with air conditioning and Bluetooth connectivity. The tall profile makes rear passenger headroom great, though the short wheelbase means there's not an awful lot of legroom back here. That said, the boot space is pretty good, especially with this fold-down seat, and you can even spec a sliding bench to mix it up between whether you're carrying more passengers or cargo. Providing you don't go too crazy on the spec, the Panda's a really good value little car. This base level 1.2 litre 8-valve petrol isn't particularly quick. It's got 68 brake horsepower and does 62 miles an hour in 14.2 seconds, but it's cheap to insure and very cheap to run. It's also pretty entertaining to drive in a fluid, thrash it to death kind of way, as I am demonstrating. But your driving position's good, visibility is excellent, and the ride quality is supple without feeling floaty. That's very confidence inspiring for a driver. Yes, this car feels much more home in town, but it's not to say you can't take it on the motorways. You've just got to be mindful of those upright proportions because 1, you get a lot of wind rustle created from these A-pillars, and 2, you do feel like you get blown about a bit. The Fiat Panda has developed a loyal audience over the years, and this is a really intelligent update, offering more charm and higher quality without sacrificing any of that renowned practicality. There may be more 5-door city cars to choose from than ever before, but the Panda shows that Fiat still knows more than a thing or two about making characterful little runabouts.